It's weight loss vlog update day. But before I get into the update, let's talk about who I am. I'm Tara. I'm 48 years old. I'll be 49 April 24th. And I am on a fitness journey to be fit by 50. So I have a little over a year to do that now. And in my adult life, I've never been under 200 pounds. And that is my immediate goal, not my final goal. Who am I? I'm from New York. I have 3 kids. I have a husband, 2 dogs, and a cat. And those are my support system. A support system is super important when you're on a journey like this. How am I losing this weight? Well, through a lot of diet and exercise, that's for sure. I'm actually running, if you could believe that. Not for long periods, but I am. And my body hurts to prove it. So I'm taking a medication called Saxenda. It is a medication that was originally created for diabetics, but at higher doses they realize aids in weight loss by... I've been explaining this wrong, so bear with me. There are 3 hormones involved with obesity: cortisol, ghrelin, and leptin. And I had it a little backwards. So leptin needs to be produced so that your brain knows that you're not hungry anymore. I said it backwards. So disregard what I said previously. I was all confused. Ghrelin is the craving control hormone. And cortisol, not positive about this, I think can block the insulin. But again, I'm not a scientist or a doctor, so if you want to know the most about those hormones, I suggest you watch YouTube videos on it or look it up on Google, because I am not a doctor or a scientist. So, and I already had it all backwards. So to confirm what I'm saying, I would look at another source. However, I could tell you what the medication is doing for me and what my experiences with the medication are, which was kind of the whole point of my coming on to a vlog and documenting my journey. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram documenting all of this, doing it a little bit different on each platform. My name across all 3 platforms is Call Me Tara J. Very easy to find. The good thing about TikTok is you can use a little bit of humor to educate. You know, I talk about my journey, but sometimes people attack me and say not nice things, very unkind things. And they don't offend me because I don't know these people. So I'm not offended by people who don't know me and what I'm going through, and they want to say stupid things. That's fine. That's really a reflection on them. And I really wholeheartedly believe that. But sometimes it annoys me that they say things that might deter other people who could be looking into this journey for themselves and now feel bad about themselves once again, because as heavy people, we always have a ton of shame. So that upsets me, but I use their comments. I clap back. I take their comment and do a video response for the world to see. But I'm not mean. I just educate. I use it as a way to educate people, particularly the people who might have been interested in learning about the process and were deterred by the shame they felt by this person's comments. So that's how I make those nasty comments work in my favor. Work in the favor of anybody that's keeping up with my journey, really. So today I want to, first of all, I'll update you on my total weight loss for 3 weeks at the end of the video. I know I make you wait to the end. It's kind of like one of those shows like The Masked Singer or whatever, but I have something I want to say. I want to discuss something, so I want to keep you here. I want to keep you excited and keep you motivated to listen to the end. I mean, come on. That's the whole point, right? Also, I'd like to say, if you have anyone that you know that's on a weight loss journey or who just wants to see real women talking realistically, send them my way. Find me on TikTok. I really do try to entertain. I try to be funny about everything. I always describe myself as the Chandler Bing of the group because I use humor to deflect any kind of anything. So my TikTok's fun, usually, not always. Here's a question I'm getting a lot. When do I take my Saxenda? See, on my vlogs, I'm going to try and address the things that come up a lot on my TikToks and my Instagram when people ask questions. And that is the big one I'm getting this week. So I want to address that. I take my Saxenda between 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon every day. But there's a very good reason for that. I've been told, I don't know that this is facts. I've never tested the theory. But I've been told that it works best its first 12 hours. With that in mind, I wanted to make sure that my cravings and satiation was controlled through my bedtime, because I'm a nighttime snacker. And that's my week time, my witching hour, if you will. So I take it when I take it. Also, I found my biggest side effect was drowsiness. So I had been taking it at 11 o'clock in the morning, but I was getting so drowsy at like 6 o'clock at night that I said, why don't I push it 2 hours? And then if I get drowsy at 8, who cares if I fall asleep at 8 o'clock? In fact, all the better, right? The drowsiness has eased up quite a bit until last night. Last night, I went up in dose. And here's an interesting thing. So normally, I've been titrating up very slowly. My doctor didn't tell me to do that. I just did it because I wanted to minimize side effects that I'm not even having other than drowsiness. So last night, I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to do the whole dose and see how I do. I did great. I was very drowsy again, which will probably last again for a few days, maybe even a week. But that's tolerable. I mean, it came late in the day. I didn't fall asleep till about 9 o'clock last night, which was fine. And it worked out for me. So this brings me back to, when do I take my medicine every day? And when people ask me, when should I take it, meaning them? This is what I say. Some people prefer to take it at night to minimize side effects because they sleep off the side effects. Other people feel that you should only do that till you get adjusted to the medication and no longer have side effects, and then switch it to the daytime so it's the most effective while you're awake. I definitely want it to be effective while I'm awake. I don't want to test out the theory that it may not be as effective while I'm awake. The whole reason for being on it is so that I feel full, I get fuller faster, and I don't crave foods. The best advice I can give to people is test it out. If you try it on a day when you don't have to go to work. If it makes you sick, move it next day, move it to nighttime. And until you get used to it, keep it at night. See how it works. If it works for you and it's controlling your appetite during the day, then you don't need to change it. But if you're still finding that you're hungry during the day, especially at night, which would be a problem for me, then you might want to adjust when you take it. Even maybe changing it to midnight. And if you go to bed at midnight, the latest you could possibly take it, like the second before you go to bed, or take it when you get home from work, so that I'm just trying to come up with ideas, I would take it so that it's most effective during your hungriest time of the day. We all have different hungriest times of day. Some people are morning eaters, some people are afternoon eaters. I'm a night eater. I can go all day without eating, and then at night, I'm starving. All day, every day. Not all day. So when people ask me that question, that's what I like to tell them. I like to tell them, take the Saxenda when it's going to work best for you. Test the waters, try it out. Try it up, switch it up, figure it out. But don't give in to the side effects. If you have a side effect, play it out for a few days. If you start at the 0.6 dose and it makes you super sick, like you're throwing up, then dial back to 0.3. Maybe you need to start smaller. That's what I would recommend. I'm not a doctor, so I cannot give medical advice. I'm only going by what I am told on my in my Saxenda support groups. Talk to your doctor first before you do anything differently than the way they say. Have a great day, and I'll be back with another vlog soon. Thanks.